Well, Brian, what a wild game one.
Yeah.
Not exactly what I expected, but also kind of what I expected.
Yeah. It very much feels like when you let go of the rope, eventually it's going to bite you in the butt.
Indeed, we have talked about this Minnesota team before. We know they are relentless, and they came storming back behind, Courtney Williams. What can you say?
Amazing.
Just clutch bucket to send it into overtime. Dang near won it all right then and there.
Like Courtney, I was thinking to myself at the game, Courtney always gives a little hell. She's been doing it for God knows how long. Every time you think of a game against when it was Connecticut when she was there, Atlanta when she was there, it's always Courtney Williams delivering the dagger, and tonight did it one more time in the biggest fight.
So this is a 95-93 win for Minnesota in Game 1 on the road. That's huge for them.
Yep.
They know, though, that you can go the distance and win after losing and dropping a game at home.
And I think that for the Liberty, there are things that they can take away, that they can build on, and I think there are some bad habits that sort of snuck back in where it's okay, you can't let that happen again.
Correct. That is, though, what I think is the encouraging part. I know we talked on the podcast that I really liked what Sabrina Ionescu said after Game 3 in the Vegas series, and it was more of the same from her in the post-game scrum.
Yeah, she was talking about how sometimes they didn't slip actions, they weren't able to sort of take advantage of the defense that was there, that Minnesota presented to them, and I think it's almost one of those things where it's when you experience it in real time, it's different when you watch it from the past versus going through it live and in color. And I was okay, I see it, I got it. Now I've experienced it, I can figure it out and dance from there. So I think for the Liberty and for Sabrina in particular, I think a game like this is definitely one you can put in the memory bank, be able to study, process, understand, and then come up with those counters and adjustments to really make things work the way you want to.
And, we're obviously talking about the loss because, they're behind now in Minnesota in the finals. That being said, there are some things that I think the Liberty are going to want to build on. And one of them is, can you get another 17-point performance from Leo Fibic?
Yeah, the one thing about a team like New York is that you can't take away everything, and eventually somebody. You can't play 8+ lockdown. You can't even breathe defense on everybody. Someone's going to be open, and Leo is the person that was open, and she made timely 3 after timely 3 after timely 3. And knowing Leo, she don't scare at moments like this, so when Sunday comes, she's going to be locked in and ready.
Yeah, and Leo was one of the 3 players that we were able to speak to outside of the New York Liberty locker room. And if you want to hear those interviews and a little bit more behind the scenes, make sure you check out Black Rosie Media on YouTube. And if you're not already, make sure you join the Slack channel. It's free for now. So go join Slack because our community over on Slack is going to get all of this first. But Game 1 in the books goes to Minnesota. You could tell they felt good after this win. But New York, as much as this hurt, they also seemed focused. And again, if you want to see the player interviews where I'm getting that analysis from, make sure you check out Black Rosie Media on YouTube. For Brian Fleurantin, I am Erica L. Ayala. We are your hosts of Gotta Get Up, a podcast for New York Liberty fans. And you best believe we'll have more content for you leading up to Game 2 right here on Sunday. Way.